This morning I woke up thinking about a problem. Now, I never like to stay focused on the problem for too long because I want to activate the solution. But what it made me think about was how we used to solve problems in spiritual ways or in metaphysical ways in the past. And about 30 years ago, when I started personal development, we used to use affirmations. And the affirmation that I used back then that was really effective for me was, I shall arise every morning refreshed, radiant, energetic, and with the power to accomplish whatever tasks I find to do. Now that worked for me, and it helped me get up in the mornings and have a really pleasant day and do the job that I wanted to do. It worked for me at that time because it kept my mind on a track of positivity rather than worry. But it was quite general and it was quite light. Then when I started doing work with Tony Robbins, Tony said that he found that affirmations weren't very successful because they were just words that people would parrot off. And that was true. That was quite true at the time. People would be parroting off these affirmations. So what Tony would do, he would use what he called an incantation. Now, an incantation is like an affirmation, but just with added energy. And the incantation that I remember of Tony's that sticks in my mind was one on prosperity, and it was, God's wealth is circulating in my life. God's wealth flows to me in avalanches of abundance. All my needs, desires, and goals are met instantaneously by infinite intelligence, where I'm one with God and God is everything. So you can already tell that that has more energy attached to it. So it's got more pulling power, it's got a more emotional power. And it is fairly general. It's not tackling a problem specifically. But when I was thinking about all of this morning, I came up with a phrase that I found that was even better. And I'll tell you that at the end. But I thought about incantations and about where they came from. You know, they originated, I believe, with the witches. And you know what happened with witches? We actually burnt them at the stake. Not because they were bad, but because of the power that they held. And the power that mythically they held was that they'd want something and then they would go into a meditative state, which we know is very powerful, and they would go out to nature generally and they would collect all the elements that they thought were important to achieve the result that they wanted. They would use all those elements of nature and bring them in usually with a cauldron and fire and a really powerful incantation. So I have believe that incantations are quite useful. So this morning when I was thinking about this problem, it didn't feel good to me. So I like to get up and move and change the energy as quickly as I can. And then I had a thought about how I could change the energy in a really fun way, because fun really works for me, and I like to be light and I like to be fun. It doesn't matter where we are, it doesn't matter what problem we're in, it doesn't matter what's happening in our lives, God is always there. So if God is present in our problems, that problem must be there for a reason. So I realized that the reason for me was going to be that I am really going to enjoy the fun I'm going to have finding the solution to this problem. I am looking forward to having fun finding the solution to this problem. I'm really going to enjoy the fun I'm going to have finding the solution to this problem. So already it's fun, it's light, it's using words that we know are so powerful. It's adding extra energy in the fun and the emotion involved in it. And I'm just going to keep repeating that until I find a phrase that really sits with me. I am enjoying having fun finding a solution to this problem. I'm really having fun finding a solution to this problem. And I'm already getting lighter and happier as I'm saying it. So I am really going to have fun finding a solution to this problem. I love knowing that problems exist for a really good reason. I love knowing that problems and solutions walk hand in hand. I love finding solutions. Finding solutions are so much fun. I just love that.